Game story. You are an urban tourist who heard a lot of scary stories about abandoned bunker in the forest near your hometown. One day you took your flashlight and travelled to this mysterious place. Going down the sewer, naturally. The game protagonists just have no noses. You must find yourself in an old shooting range, which is used by soldiers who trained here. The floor and walls are covered in dried blood. The metal bars that you climbed have broken off. Now there is only one way of escaping, deeper into the complex. Urban tourist. That's a phrase I've never heard before in my life. Oh, goodness, you weren't lying about the shooting range. Do they mean like urban explorer? And it's like a translation error, because I get the impression this game perhaps doesn't hail from the English-speaking lens, which might possibly explain it. Hello, I'd like 2 tickets to see Batman, please. What that? This isn't the Actually, to be honest, this is probably where you get given like your ammunition or something, isn't it, for the shooting range? Can I turn my light off? I can, and it gets super dark when I do that. All right, we're just gonna have to read that through the very edge, because otherwise it becomes impossible to see. I'm sorry, I think we've been charged at by a naked person. The armory. This is probably where they kept their guns and things and that. Can I go through here at all? There were no like controls or anything, so clicking and pressing E isn't seeming to do anything other than right clicking, which allows me to zoom. So possibly I need to go and get a key or something. This is strange. Strange bit of unused space here. Not very odd. Don't know what all that's about, but maybe we can make use of that later. What does that say? Lower level, indeed. This blood doesn't look very dried to me. It looks quite fresh, if you ask me. Oh, it's not pleasant. Even in its pixelated nature, it's still not pleasant. What are these? Oh, I think these are like big shelving units or something, probably for some sort of storage room. Alrighty then. It's a shame we can't go into the armory, but if we could probably get some sort of gun, and then we could shoot any more gallivanting naked people who decided to charge into me. Not completely sure why any gallivanting naked people would want to charge into me. What does this say? Oh, dormitory. I thought they said Dominion at first. If we're going to get charged out back out of Jem'Hadar. Now this is difficult. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. I've just seen the hammer and sickle, implying this is probably an old Soviet bunker. I thought at first that might be a Chinese uniform. Reminded me a bit of the Chinese soldiers from the Fallout games. But no, indeed, I think it is old Soviet stuff, which seems to be very common whenever you want to have a game with like bunkers and things like that, and it always seems to be old Soviet stuff. I don't know. Presumably, a lot were constructed during the Cold War, perhaps, in case of nuclear assault. I would have thought a bunker wouldn't be quite enough, really, to sort you out if there was a nuclear war. But what do I know? What I know, idiot. What I know is that we can't see this. Not that it would do me an awful lot of good, even if I could see it, because I wouldn't be able to read a word of it. But don't worry about that. Some strange picnic tables here. You really couldn't buy like some regular tables to put down here in your bunker for your soldiers to eat at? You really had to put them at picnic tables so they could dream about being outside in the sunshine? When of course there was no sunshine left because the sky was full of the infinite smog of the nuclear Armageddon. Alright, I guess that's something for morale, isn't it? The captain's office. Goodness, seems like the captain was throwing a bit of a paddy in here. There's some papers here, but I don't think I'm able to read them. There's something which looks a bit like a medical poster, probably. That sort of black circle around his neck might be some sort of a stethoscope, if I can say it without sounding like I've got a lisp. Alright, something about, I'm sorry, what was that? It sounded like someone saying the word left, which is a bit strange. Showers. Oh goodness, this must be where the naked person came from. I thought that we could leave that joke behind, because it wasn't very good. But no. Oh, fiddlesticks again with the naked people. Made in 5 hours. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Quite a nice little grungy environment with a little bit of detail, a little bit of variety. Like the little posters, they added something to it. And, yeah. That was quite good. That was rather nice. I rather enjoyed that. I hope you did as well. So, yes, that was very good. Thank you. Good night.